Hey, good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. It's end of the week. I thought I'd provide a little bit of insight on something you've probably been hearing a lot of chatter about. Browser extensions, right? The security vulnerabilities that are coming alongside with browser extensions and allowing users to add and manage their own. Fundamentally, we're trying to encourage that. Users taking care of themselves in this cloud-centric era that we're in. But this one's rough. And, long story short, you should block them, right? You should manage the extensions that users are allowed to use in your production environment so that foreign code is not introduced into the vehicle that's used to communicate to your secure channels, right? Cool. We don't need to go into that. What I did want to talk about is a specific reference that came out earlier. Now, these guys, the National Institute of Security for the Republic of Korea, South Korea, and these guys here, which is the Federal Office of the Protection of the Constitution, according to Google. Anyway, these guys work together and they put out a memo. And it's a really cool memo because it talks about a very specific method that a political actor in North Korea is using to compromise data, to phish data out of specific people using compromised Chrome extensions. Now, if you went to this article, if you found this linked, and there's lots of articles out there on the web right now that are pointing back to this, you would find yourself getting to that, which is a little hard to work with because, it's targeting, it's focused, the audience is the people most at risk. And these are spear phishing by this actor. So, of course, this is targeted individuals, right? However, there's lots of cool information in this, so I went ahead and translated it into English. And take a look at it, right? This bit right here, about 2/3 of the way through, it talks about how the malicious extension is actually synced to the mobile devices of the affected people on in their Google account space, right? So this is a transmedia attack that's being executed very beautifully. This means, to me, as a security professional who's been around here for more than a few minutes, that someone's going to copy it, make slight changes, make it a little less easier to detect, a little less based on the same pattern. But we're going to see this coming and going. Great, we got to appreciate the state-sponsored, malicious actors for having the time and the resources to come up with new clever ways to attack stuff. But in the meantime, y'all just do what you got to do to protect your user data. And this document I'll have attached to the English one to the LinkedIn post for IT Surfwatch today. So take it, go through it a bit. It's pretty cool. It's got some graphics that kind of explain the whole process. And if you're in the argument right now in your internal organization of like, hey, do we need to do something? What's the risk? How are people compromising it? Here's a great piece of collateral you can send on over to them. Don't mind the little bit of Korean that's left. I don't think any of that's mattered. It's all pretty much just translated in the subtext. So thanks a lot. Y'all have a great Friday. I'm going to go play some video games.